Let's go over the trades of the day. Now, if you follow my channel since I started about 2-3 weeks ago, every day I sell naked puts, I sell the Iron Condor, I sell Jade Lizard, I sell credit spread, all that stuff. I have decided, as I talked to you in the last couple of days, to make an Excel to sell it to you guys so you can see the end result. The end result of me going over about 2 hours of my checklist and putting 3 to 5 trades on a list, and every day I will send this list to you to your email. So this is like a freebie. Let me show you. This is like day one. If you remember, if you subscribe, I will put the link below. This is what you'll get. I put day one. This is an experiment. I'm not fancy on tech and all that stuff. The goal is to actually trade and make money. Okay, that's the goal. Doesn't have to come up in a fancy package of editing and all that stuff. So let me go over the trade. I put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got some rules. Let's go over the rules real quick before I show you the income and the settings and all that stuff. And if you see here, this is like the page. Once you click the link, this is what I've done, I don't know, screenshots from the last month or two. You see all those profit, close at break even. I have some losses, close at $231 loss, $600 profit, $2,200 profit, 224, 172, 133, 155, 570, etc., 940. The goal is to trade small, trade often. That's the mode of Tasty Trade, basically. Trade small, trade often. They close trades at 50% profit. I aim to close at 80%. If I see a little loss or something goes out of whack, I close the trade. I will not tell you how many contracts to buy. I will not tell you when to close. I'm just putting trade ideas that from those trade ideas, I myself either take all of them, none of them, one, free, whatever. But those are like, it's not the top of the top because it all can go to zero, but those are like good risk reward ratio. That's the phrase that I'm looking for. So let's see exactly what I've done. And if you go back, just so you see here, price $49.95 per month, and every day you get to your email. Again, this is new. I'm not fancy on tech and all that stuff, but the goal is to sell naked puts 8 times the ATR, or super high IVR, or super 10% over IVR change in the last 5 days. Some criteria, basic, you see here, those are the rules. Sell 2 to 8 ATR puts on forever stocks. If I sell naked puts 8 times the ATR on Apple, for example, and collect $100, then if Apple drops 8 times the ATR, yeah, I'll be happy to own the stock, and then a month later just do cover call and sell the wheel. So it's not just random stocks. That there's a lot of stocks, by the way, on Tasty, on those watch lists, but if I don't know the stock, I will not sell naked puts on that. I just won't. I don't want to own stocks that I know nothing about. Step 2, Tasty IVR watch list, sell 8 ATR puts for over 100 IVR, implied volatility, I don't know, ratio or something like that, doesn't matter. The goal, again, I don't use RSI, MACD, none of that. I use, if you see a pattern here, I'm selling so far out of the money naked puts, in most cases, on stocks that I know. Basically, that's it. And collect $100 here, $100 there. Depends on volatility, depends how far it is the strike price, etc., etc. Next, liquidity watch list. This is also watch list on Tasty. Let me show you. High option volume, and if this happens, sell 8 ATR puts. This is the pattern. Sell 8 ATR puts. And step 4, go over all the watch list, IV percentage change over 10%, sell 8 ATR puts. Meaning if the stock in the last 5 days, this is very important, if the stock in the last 5 days have a change in implied volatility, a spike, with no news, with no nothing out of the blue, then yeah, the options will become more expensive and I will sell those options. So let me show you on Tasty before we go over the trades. If If you go to the watch list, and you can do it by yourself, no one is saying no. I just put 4 checklists. I have 8. I used to have like 13, but it was just too much, too many trades. It gets too much to handle. So if you click here on watch list, you got the default, Tasty default. I use this one, Tasty IVR, and IVR I changed this to IVR. I follow by this, and you see here we got a trade of Target and Oracle. I'm gonna show you this on the daily trade today. It's not 100, it's 85, and here the IV percentage change 99, 97, 95. It's not perfect, especially now after the election. A lot of the volatility came crashing down, so I can't like find 50 trades in a day, but you don't need 50. Do one a day. Do nothing. Just watch. Learn this strategy that people on YouTube just teaching you sell cash secured puts, random numbers with no real strategy behind it. Sell 8 times the ATR on stocks that you would be happy to own at the best time. There's never a best time. Like at the time that is in your favor, meaning the implied volatility is high, so you will get paid more. That's it. That's the simple strategy that I use. So this is one, Tasty IVR. I'm gonna show you something else. I'm gonna show you this. Where's this? Liquidity, high option volume. You see here, this is also another one. You see IVR, IV percentage change, and also Target is here. I assume they have earnings in a week. If I click here, I see the earning tab, November 20, so in about a week, and I'm gonna show you the trade of Target. We also have Oracle, but this is December 9. We got Walmart, we got Snowflake, another trade that I put on the Excel today that you can get. Again, there's just a demonstration of this new product that I put, and freebies. Not freebies unless you close it in a profit, but I'm going to show you exactly what you're getting at the end of the day. So you can go and do it by yourself. Go to everyday, high option volume, search and do it by yourself if you want. And forever put 1, 2, 3. That's just my favorite stocks to own forever. Okay, and the goal is to never own stocks, but if I do own stocks, I want to get them at 8 times the ATR below where it is now, when the implied volatility is high. So if I do sell naked puts, I will collect more income than usual. And if it drops 8 times the ATR roughly, yeah, I'll be happy to own it. But again, either forever or either will sell covered calls against it. But basically, that's the point. We got a trade on BJ today. I'm gonna show you the price 89. You see here, it's a 99.9% IV percentage change. IVR 88, so an IV 5-day change up 10.2%. IV spiked. Okay, this is what I'm saying. IV spiked over 5%, 5-10% and above. It gets my attention. That means that I'm gonna go to here. Okay, let me see the chart. Just so you know, for example, for BJ, you see here, IV change just this one. The 5 days. First of all, it's over 50. It's 91.8. Everything over 50 is it's not a clear thing, but over 50 it means the option is more expensive. But you see this spike from right here, from 65 to 95. This happens in the last couple of days. You see here, this one says, if you look at the bottom right here, I'll try it. It's about November 8th. And now we're November 13th, something like that. In the last 5 days, it went from 65 to 95. Now it's around 90. And that's what I need. I need the jump in the last 5 days. It shows me, this filter shows me that BJ moved 10.2% up in change, not in price, in change in volatility, spike up 10.2% in the last 5 days. Probably earnings or something. Let's actually check. Yeah, they have earnings on the 21st, and that tells me that, hey, maybe I should pay attention to this. And if all else is equal, see here, it's a little above the blue line, but it's not above the red. If it's above the red, like Coinbase, Tesla, all that stuff, I'm not touching that. I'm just waiting for it to cool over, basically. But Other stuff are okay. I'm taking the ATR, I multiply this, the 1.74 in here, multiply by 8. If I don't get enough liquidity or enough premium, I will do maybe 5 ATR, 5, 6, something like that. I'm gonna show you exactly, and that's my process basically. So I have forever put month 1, and I have forever put month 2, and those are my personal preference stocks that ideally I will own like 100 shares or something for each. Not 100 shares, like 20,000 on each. Depends on the contract size. So let's say Pepsi, for example, 100 shares is not the same as BJ, that 100 shares is like 8,000 and Pepsi is like 17,000. Okay, something, but that's just me. That's my preference to own about 20,000 shares times 50 stocks. That's $1 million. To control $1 million, you don't need $1 million portfolio. That's my goal. My goal is to reach portfolio margin where I need for Tasty Trade 175,000. That's the minimum to apply for a portfolio margin, and then you get margin of about 6.7 times the leverage. So let's say you put 200k, 6.7 times the leverage. It's about $1.25 million in margin. It's not your money, but it's in margin, in buying power. So while it is risky, it gives me a lot more flexibility to do what I do with the buying power and all those trades, and I will continue trading small and trade often. But at the end of the day, those are stocks in forever month 2. Let me show you forever month 3. You see Tesla, U-Haul, Citizens Bank, Oshkosh, Coca-Cola, Colgate, Berkshire, etc., etc. And there's a list of about, it goes, I don't know, about 15, 20 in each. McDonald's. It doesn't mean that I'm gonna own all of them forever. Amazon, Google, Triple M, but the goal is just to sell naked puts 8 times the ATR on all of them, assuming I'm at the right time, meaning the implied volatility is up. It's not just sell every day one random. It has to make sense for the premium that we collect. So let's go over the trades. Okay, let me show you. So this is what I've done today. I went over all this list. I have a checkpoint of about 8, but I put on this new product about 4, so you won't get overwhelmed if you are doing this by yourself. So I can put 1, 3, 4, 5 trades a day max. And you can pick none, you can pick 1, you can pick all, and you can learn. It's up to you. Of course, all those stocks, just so you know, they can all go to zero. We can lose all our money, but there's no but. That's the reality. We're taking a risk, and for this risk we're getting paid. So I prefer to do it on stocks that are like, could be forever stock on paper at the end of the day. So let's go over what I've done today and put on the list. Let's start with BJ, for example. As I told you, the price is 89. You see here I put 2 to 8 ATR naked put is 80. Okay, so that's the strike price that you click and aim on Tasty Trade. The value mean how far it is down for the stock that needs to go up. This is not accurate. It's 89 divided by 80 is not 11%, or maybe it is a little. If someone can I don't know, alternate the formula, C divided by C slash D minus 1, yeah, but it gives me a good indicator. I think this is like, this needs to go up to this 80 to recover to 89. It's not 89 divided by 80, but it gives me a good value that I know that BJ needs to drop 11% if I sell the 80 puts from right now. And it tells me Jade Lizard is if we do a Jade Lizard, income received $110. I just put one contract in this Excel for the example. I don't know if you will get Excel. You will get an email every day. Okay, I'm still working on this. It's still new. $110. Collect $100 on this trade. Theta decay $3.82 every day. You go to sleep. You wake up. If nothing changes, this option will lose about almost $4 a day. That's it until expiration. BP at risk, buying power at risk 2,400. So for one contract you put, instead of putting, I don't know, 10,000 on 15,000 on Coinbase, Jade Lizard yesterday, You can put 2,400 as buying power, collect $110 today with the goal of BJ stock to stay above 80. By expiration, which is December 20, I'm selling 45 days to expiration. This is what Tasty teaches us. And I try to close the trade at 80% profit. And 3 weeks before, 21 days to expiration, they say to start closing the trades, manage the trades, even if it's break even or a little loss, start aiming to close. Don't just wait for expiration. And that's it. Simple. Collect $100 and hope that BJ will stay above 80. It's almost $90 now. And if it does go below 80, you own 100 shares. At that point, and only at that point, you will need $8,000 in your account, because you are, you have to buy 100 shares unless you close the contract early. Okay, but if you want to own BJ at 80, it's better than owning at 89, and then you can sell the, I don't know, $90 covered calls and do the wheel. That's it. If it does go to zero tomorrow, yeah, you're out of $8,000. It is the risk that we're taking. So that's just one example. Let me show you the next one. Target price 156. Look at this, the 8 ATR, 2 to 8 ATR. I will aim for like 5 to 8 instead of 2 to be more conservative. For me, sometimes I do 2 ATR because sometimes, hey, Apple 2 ATR is now 215. Okay, so maybe I want to own if I want to own 100 shares of Apple, I will sell 2 ATR. And then do the wheel and sell then 225 covered calls. Stuff like that. But if we sell the 130 on target, let me show you the 130 on target. Let me just show you TJT right here. If you click here on the trade, December, 37 days to expiration, the 130 put right here, collect $110, 109. I want to show you you see here 3.31, which means that if you take this ATR, it's exactly what I've done. 3.31 times 8, $26, 156 minus 26, 8 ATR. 8 ATR is where we are. So if target falls in the next month, 37 days, 8 times the ATR to 130, which is 20% drop, or from 156, from 130 it needs to jump. It's about 15-80%, something like that. That's a big fall. If it does, great. I'll own shares of Target at 130, 100 shares. That's $13,000 that I would need to bring if I get assigned by expiration. But if I don't, I collect $116. Notice a theme in here, $100 profit. That's what I'm aiming for. And buying, let's see, Theta Decay, every day this option will lose about $5.46 until expiration. Buying power less than 5,000, 4,500. Okay, so you don't need $13,000 just like Robinhood cash secured puts. Just need on Tasty 4,550. Basically, expiration December. I just go for the monthlies basically. Sometimes I do weekly, but 90% of my trades are for the monthly. That's it. That's it. If target stays above 130, great. That money will be mine, and every day it will lose $5, $5, $5, $5 until expiration. If it goes to like 125 or something in a month, in 37 days, yeah, I will be at a loss. I will either close the option at a loss, or I will get assigned at 130 and do covered calls and sell 140, 150, whatever, something like that. But I like to own Target at 8 times the ATR, and today is a good day to sell because the implied volatility is high on this specific forever stock. That's it. It's not a good trade until you close it in a profit, but I'm trying to make the trade in my favor and make the math works for me. So let's go over the next one. Just so you know, Oracle, same thing. They probably have earnings as we saw at the beginning of December. Price 190. You can sell the 160 calls, 160 puts, 18% away. Collect $105, $5.30 as Theta Decay. buying power trace 4,800, move on. Collect $100, move on. And if Oracle drops from 190 to 160, if you want to buy Oracle, that's a trade to consider. If you don't, it's up to you. That's all. It's up to you, but I'm giving you options of all the stuff that I've looked today on Tasty. This is the list that I came up with, and this list will go to your email every day on a single basis once you become a member. Snowflake, the same thing. Snowflake, I've done a trade last month. It's the same trade. I just changed from 90 puts to 100 puts because it's still great income. I don't know why. I don't really care why, but Snowflake right now, price 134. If you sell the 100 put, look at this, 34% away from where it is now. You sell the 100 puts, you collect almost $100, 98. You can put a limit of 1. If you catch it, $100 income, $5, same thing, $5, $5, $5 every day. I'm not gambling on call options and pray that Tesla or Coinbase, well, you won today, but long term, if you just buy call options, that's not the game that I'm playing. I'm also not playing a super risky game that I don't know, selling just in the money to collect more premium or selling random puts, whatever. No, I have a specific systematic way, 8 ATR, yes go, no go on stocks that I want to own. That's it, simple. And as long as I collect $100, as long as the buying power is within reason, about 5,000-6,000 give or take per trade, yeah, that's it. So if you have a 100K account, for example, on margin, that's 200K, for example, and you put $5,000 in buying power, just for the example, you can do theoretically 40 trades a month. 40 trades, which is a lot, and you're risking your whole buying power on margin, but just in general, 40 trades times 5,000 buying powers, that's 200K with a 100K deposit and a 100K margin. I'm not saying do it. Everyone has their own risk tolerance, but even if you have 100K on cash, you can do a 5,000 buying power, that's 20 trades. Or even if you want to do on 200K and you just want to put 100K as like cushion, then do 20 trades. Do one trade or do nothing. It's up to you. I'm just showing you what's possible. Again, buying power trades 4,500, and only you get a sign if Snowflakes goes below $100 in the next 37 days. 34% from here. Collect $100, 5 days, $5 theta decay. Dick's Sporting Goods, same thing. Price $200 today. You sell the 150. How crazy is this? It's almost 30% below from here. About 20 something. 33%, it needs to go from 150 to 200. So I probably just need to change from this to this. So this is like 25% drop. If Dick's Sporting Goods drops like 25% by expiration, yeah, I'll be happy to own 100 shares if I want to, and if I have the buying power, and then I would need 15,000 in my account only and only on the day of expiration, the last 2 hours, if I want to get a sign. If not, I can close the trade at either a win or a loss. It's still an option, and until it gets exercised, you can close the trade. But for this particular trade, for example, you collect $100, $6 every day theta decay, $5,260 is buying power. That's it. Notice the team in here. Those are all stocks, all companies that I know and I like to own either forever, but most likely not forever, because if I do in the rare chance get a sign, I'll just do covered calls, get rid of this the month later. That's it. That is it. But the theme in here is that you sell ideally 8 times the ATR. Sometimes we don't get the 8, so we do like 5 to 8 ATR, at least 10% away from where we are now. But look at this, 20%, 18%, 34%. You can tell yourself, okay, I get this list, there's 5, I'm not doing 5 a day. I'm gonna go for either the highest, farthest away strike price. So for example, I can do Snowflake today. I will sell 100 naked puts. price is 134, collect $100, put $4,500 in buying power, wait for the list for tomorrow and repeat the process, or do once a week, whatever the case. So that's one strategy. You can say, okay, what's the highest income? 116, something like that. I'm gonna sell target 130 puts. You decide. 20% drop from here. And if target doesn't go to 130 by expiration, great. This money is mine, and every day this option will lose $5, $5, etc. I'll put 4,500 on the line. You can say, what's the least buying power at risk, which is BJ stock 2,400, same 110 income, sell the 80 puts. You can play around, it's up to you. This product I will put on starting from this video. Moving forward, there's like a pinned comment. Feel free to subscribe, $50 a month. Just and it's a new product. Don't think it should be super fancy. The goal is to get an email with some trade ideas for the day. Remember, it can all go to zero. Risk management is key for me. No more than 2% per trade from my net liquid. That's it. But it's up to you. Again, those are just because I put 5 in here doesn't mean I took 5 trades, doesn't mean I took 0, doesn't mean I took 1. It also doesn't mean that I will tell you when to close the trade. You need to decide. If you're at the loss, you need to decide if you close or not close, if you're break even, whatever the case. If we are the last day, you need to decide, do I close the trade, do I let it expire worthless? If it's next to in the money, do I close it? Do I wait to get assigned? It all is up to you. But again, you cannot do this on Robinhood because they want you to do a cash secure put. I hope this was valuable, and yeah, let's grow together. I will see you next time.